Cancer, welcome to your March 2025 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. Hi, Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Cancer and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading, where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to March, like what's going to happen, unfold, and anything else that you can kind of be welcome to put out there so we can kind of tap into your energy and see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Cancer. Wow, okay. So this could either be like quite literal or just metaphors, right? So first thing I saw was a bubble bath. And it looked really, sensual, kind of like someone may love to take baths to just kind of like decompress, unwind. But then I saw like a glass of champagne, and the things that correlate with that are the bubbles, right? So I was kind of like, Spirit, what's that all about? Although some of you may like to drink champagne, that's your go-to. It felt like a bubbly personality that someone finds to be really cute and sexy, like a playful, bubbly like personality, in the way they flirt, in the way that they kind of connect is in a way that's very uplifting, and also just like very cute in a sexy kind of way. It's hard to describe, but just being around this energy feels like I can relax, I can chill, I could be goofy, I could be funny. And in that cute little bubbly way, like also it's just a really big turn on for me to be around this type of energy. Youthful energy almost. So I wonder if there is an age difference in between the two of you, or if there's just like a youthful energy someone provides in this connection that is hard to resist. Someone definitely craves that type of energy here. And it's a bit of a breath of fresh air from, the life that they may lead to be around you, or that's how you feel about someone else, Cancer. I'm almost getting kind of like Gemini vibes for some of you guys, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could have strong Gemini in your chart. Doesn't have to be the case. But I want to see what this is all about. This could just be a few confirmations for some of you guys, I guess, in whatever way it confirmed it for you. But we'll see what the cards have to say about March 2025 and see how this all may connect, or if they're just confirmations. So tell me about March 2025 for Cancer. We have attraction here. Okay. And it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there is someone on your radar, but they are kind of zeroing in on you, Cancer. Like, I definitely feel you're interested in this person, but I think they're like, as much as you're interested in them, they're that much more in you. But they're trying to keep it a little bit cool. But the attraction between the two of you is very, very strong and very hard to deny. The letter A is sticking out to me, as in Allison, as in Alec, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. But you definitely are playing off of the attraction you have for each other. And I think it is something that keeps this person want to keep coming for more, because so far I don't think you're putting too much pressure on this Cancer. You're just trying to get to know this person as they're trying to get to know you, but it's that playful, attractive, sexy vibes that is really luring this person in regards to you. And they love that you always smell good. Okay, maybe it's the lotion, maybe it's your shampoo, maybe it's your perfume or cologne, but they always love the way you smell. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer. Ooh, so we have a creative endeavor with number 8. So this could be someone, whether this is their hobby or even their career, that is in the arts or like creative endeavors. Someone may be into music, someone may be into photography, painting, drawing, writing. And I don't know if that is the case for someone. I'm already seeing that like your energy or your connection with them is inspiring this creative energy. I wonder if someone's drawn a picture of this other person or written about this other person, or is inspired by this connection to kind of have some creative work. I'm also seeing tattoos that someone could have just recently gotten, or someone could be like a tattoo artist or just like a drawer in general, right? But I feel if that's not so much the case and it's not that specific, there's something they want to create with you, Cancer. There's something that they want you guys both to kind of partake in. And I gotta throw this out here. If it's not your message, then don't worry about it. But there's someone that think you guys would make really good looking babies. And they may have mentioned that before or use that as like a flirtation with you. But yeah, it's definitely like, I feel we would have cute babies, beautiful babies, successful babies, that type of vibe here. And maybe there's been a playful thing with that idea. But others of you, yeah, I think they are seeing potential here and making something happen with you, Cancer. And it doesn't feel so much yet as like full 100% commitment, but at least kind of seeing where this is going and being experimental in that. And maybe getting used to seeing what each other likes and the hobbies with that, and maybe kind of centering dates around, getting to know each other a little bit more. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone dealing with the Cancer? Ooh, okay, 2 cards came out. First, we have Temptation. Yeah, I was kind of feeling that vibe here. Number 19. And then we have Home, number 35. So, okay, what I'm kind of getting with this combination here is that, like, again, I think someone it's hard for them to let their guard down, but it's not so much of like them that they're shy or anything. It's not like that. I think actually quite the opposite. They're pretty confident. They're pretty suave. They're pretty smooth. But it's kind of like to be, 100% themselves. And maybe they feel they have to put up a front in order to attract you, in order to keep this going. But I think as this continues, it's not so much about like getting the hook on or getting, the passion on or the chemistry on, as much as it's getting to know this inner person. And I feel throughout the month, they're going to feel a lot more at home with you. They're going to feel like they could be much more real with you. And I think that's what you've been wanting to see from them, Cancer. Although, the process of getting to know each other, hooking up or dating has been, quite the experience. I do feel like there's just a side that you're like waiting to see that is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chill, a little bit more down to earth, because that's how you really connect with the Cancer, is to get like that honest, real, raw side to be shown to Cancer. And that's where Cancer knows like you're ready to be with me in a big way, a serious way. But Cancer, even when they try to stay away, they can't for too long. You bring this temptation, you bring this allure and this desire that they get hungry for. And also with Home here, I wonder if you guys are going to be spending a lot more time at each other's houses, staying the night at each other's houses more, or, meeting more of the close members of their circle because you've passed some sort of, level where they feel like they want to introduce you and in a way show you off a little bit to their family members or friends. Wow. Let's get into the tarot. So tell me more about this energy for Cancer. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands and we have Justice that also fell on the table. I feel Nine of Wands is the crossing card and Justice is the overall energy. We'll get into it deeper as I pull more cards out. Yeah, Six of Wands. I'm not surprised to see that here. The Queen of Wands reading this. Interesting. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. Wow. You're tapping into the other signs here I was reading for today, because Sagittarius just had this at the bottom of the deck, and then Aquarius had the Two of Wands in the same position as well. So Sagittarius, Aquarius could mean something to you guys. You could have those signs strongly in your chart. You could be dealing with one of those signs. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. But okay, let's get started with the Death card here. I do feel with that there's an energy that they wanted to hold on to for a long time that made them feel more confident or made them feel more in control. And I don't know, Cancer, there's something about, hanging around you where that type of, I don't know, guard or mask or the way they feel like they have to present themselves is kind of coming to an end. They really don't have to be that way around you. You are someone that would accept someone, as long as there wasn't major red flags, but overall, if they're chill, you're chill. And there's no need for that mask. There's no need for that front. And I think that is kind of what's coming to an end here with this person, or realizing they don't have to have that front with you anymore. And that's big for them, because again, I think in some way, and this could be a positive, or it doesn't have to be positive, negative, but just a fact, they do have a little bit of an ego to them. And I think in some ways, like, they think that if they show that stronger side, bolder side, that it's a means of kind of getting people hooked with you. Yeah, it could be something that shows confidence and that's sexy, but just to know the real version is what you're looking for. And I think they're willing to drop that act for you, Cancer, which is something they don't do often, and they don't do for most people. So I think it is something you could be a little bit flattered by. Or, for others of you, maybe there was something that they were doing that was rubbing you the wrong way, and where you kind of had to put out there, like, look, if this is how it's going to be, I'm good. And that was a wake-up call for them. That made them realize, okay, maybe I'll need to stop the antics or stop this, type of way I'm going about it if it is kind of turning Cancer off. And they were willing to cut that out for you. So let's get this going. Dead center of this, we have Justice. Libra energy. So I think this month there's something that's coming into full balance, making itself right. I feel they are making some sort of decision about you, Cancer. And maybe there was a temptation of wanting to kind of keep this facade going, whatever facade they had, of just being, a little bit more detached, and seeing that wasn't really vibing with you. But also maybe realizing, Cancer, that there's something right about the two of you. There's something that just feels so certain. There's something that just feels like they are at their best when they're with you. They feel confident with you. You check off everything that they're looking for in someone. And that's the reason why maybe they kind of want to come to an agreement or come to a decision here in creating something, or at least getting in that conversation of what can we have here? What is the potential here? Because they know they want you. With Justice, I always like to point out there could be someone in law enforcement, politics, social justice type of vibes here as well for a few of you. Someone looks really good in blue. Blue could be someone's favorite color, or a color someone could be wearing blue right now, just for confirmation. What's crossing this is the Nine of Wands. And this could have been the challenge up until this point, right? Sagittarius energy. I almost feel like Sagittarius rising energy very specifically for someone out there, but obviously it's not for everyone. But yeah, I think the challenge up until this point was, that again, I don't feel it was so blocked off, but just like that little bit of that guard, right? A little bit of needing to appear a certain way in order thinking that that would impress you the most or that would get you going the most. But again, despite, maybe surface level things of getting to know you and maybe even thinking you were that way with having more of a bubbly side, you do like to be real. You do like to be deep, and that's the way you connect. And if someone is kind of putting that guard up, it does kind of make you question, their intentions, or if they are, you know, someone you can be real with. And again, with the death card in the background of this situation, maybe there was something you put up as a boundary of like, look, like, if this is how it's going to be, or this is how you're going to act, like, I'm good off it. And you had that confidence to kind of put that boundary up there, which impressed them. Because I do see them as being this very attractive person, right? And so they may be used to, people who hit on them that will do a lot for them and even compromise their own boundaries, but not you, Cancer. And I think in a way that did really impress them to know that you are someone strong enough to where if you feel like there's just something that's not going to work out, despite the strong attraction, despite the strong sexual energy between the two of you, you lay it out there as it is. What's crowning this is the Six of Wands. So Leo energy, yeah, I mean, they like to show you off. They like to brag about you. They tell their friends about you, family members about you. Like, look who I have, Cancer, show your picture off. Say that, they get this confidence of being around you or being with you. It gives them a little bit of an ego boost or a lift. And I think there's something where you make each other feel important. You make each other feel, on top of the world as far as like bragging about, showing off. You guys are both very attractive in each other's eyes. But there is something about you that stands out more than, if they did have other people throw themselves at them or had other people be really curious about them. You stood out in their eyes in a way. And I think it's even past like the physical appearance or the sexual energy, playful energy between the two of you. And I think that they know if they want to have you, they're going to have to be more open and more real in that sense. But again, like some of you they may have went into this thinking, oh, no strings attached, whatever. You've tempted them into thinking that there's something about you they need to stick out more for, that they need to make more of an effort of. That definitely lured them in, big time. And if that was your game all along, Cancer, it worked. I gotta say, it worked. Someone may like to wear animal print or have like animal print underwear, perhaps. What's rooting this is the Queen of Wands. So Aries energy again. I think, Cancer, you have been playing your cards right here. I think it is something where you pick up on, intuitively. Like I was just mentioning this in Sagittarius's extended reading. You could be like a sexual empath. In a way where you kind of connect with people and where there's a strong sexual attraction, and in a way you can kind of read it well and how you want to seduce and how you want to flirt and how you want to pursue this person. You're kind of like a flirtatious chameleon in that sense. And there's something that you've been doing with this person, and maybe because you read their energy very well, or yeah, you're just a sexual empath in that way that just really turns them on and makes your energy kind of linger in that way of curiosity. You're not afraid to kind of flirt. You're not afraid to show yourself off of who you are. You're pretty confident in that. We don't always have the best days all the time, but when you're on your game, Cancer, period. And I think they can't escape that temptation of you. They can't escape that allure of you that you put out there. And I think they find your body to be very sexy, or the way you dress to be very sexy. Your confidence is very sexy. And maybe even for some of you, your independence and your strength in yourself is what they find as a turn on. I think they are someone that can take you seriously. Not that they don't take people in the past as seriously, but they kind of view them more as like hookups or potentials. you are someone that they can see going all the way with. Definitely here. And that you guys have that spark, you have that, you know, connection that's hard to kind of find on that level. In the recent past, we have the Two of Wands, Aries energy. So yeah, I definitely feel that pull, that drive, that chemistry that has been there from the start. And I think Cancer, although you've been flirtatious back, maybe there's something that you are waiting to see fully from them before you know or feel this is going to take us somewhere. And whether that's more of their vulnerability, whether that's more of their like who they are when they're 100% relaxed, you're luring them into it more and more. And I think, you know, again, you don't have to be so upfront about it, but even in the small ways of like, yeah, let's just chill tonight. Let's just like watch this funny movie, or kind of just try to get this other side to them that they don't have to be so guarded with you in. And it's definitely tempted them. It's definitely lured them in. And I think Cancer, in March, you're going to get what you've been looking for, wanting to see from them. And that they're completely hooked here, I gotta say. I do feel, even if it's like relatively new or just within a few months, they can see a future with you in more ways than they've ever envisioned with someone in the recent past. And that's what's kind of making them want to keep this drive going, Cancer. I think you got them hooked. Definitely. All right, Cancer. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about, where to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards, oracle cards, to just dive deeper into this situation. What are they going to do, not do? What does Spirit advise you about all this? So with whatever happens, you make the best decision for yourself. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers and clarity for you in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. And I also just want to point out there, I just started my exclusive Mermaid Scales Tarot membership on Patreon, where you can have access to all the extended readings I ever post, and also some exclusive content that I will not be sharing on YouTube, but only with my Patreon members, just to build a little bit more of a inner circle of the Mermaid Scales Tarot group. So if you want to join that membership or just at least check it out, I will also be leaving the link in the description box as well. If this is where we depart, Cancer, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it's provided you with the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever you are going through at this time in your love life. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.